my heartbeat. So, what we are learning in our class, we are learning about sequences and series, right? For what sake we use sequences and series? This sequences and series is a very important topic for IIT JEE, right? Then whenever you find any question in sequences and series, definitely we will get out how to do this problem. Yes. So every topic in IIT JEE is very important. So learn each and every concept without leaving any concept. And so learning each and every concept includes sequences and series. So already I have explained what is sequence and what are there in sequence also, right? Sequence is a sequence of numbers, means writing all the numbers in an order. That is a sequence. And in sequence we can study about arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progression, everything, right? But how about learning about arithmetic progression? Already you know what is an arithmetic progression in your lower classes, I mean in your 10th class, right? There you might be learning about arithmetic progression. But don't worry, I have explained what is an arithmetic progression in my previous video. If you want, you can go through so that you can learn what is an arithmetic progression. But after learning about arithmetic progression, I have explained about general term of arithmetic progression. Yes, what is this general term? That also I have explained in detailed manner. So after that, we are going to learn in today's class about properties of arithmetic progression. Are you all excited? Shall we start? Okay, let's get started. So, welcome back to my channel, Max My Heartbeat. So, today in our class, let us learn about arithmetic progression. I mean, properties of arithmetic progression. Let us complete our arithmetic progression with the last topic, that is properties of arithmetic progression. So, what are the properties required in arithmetic progression? We need to know in our today's class. So, what is the first property? So, the first property is the common difference can be 0, positive or negative. So this is the first and important property of the arithmetic progression, that is the common difference of the sequence of numbers can be either positive or negative, or it can be 0 also. See here example, already I have explained when I am explaining the definition. So first example, if I take 1, 4, 7, 10, 13 and so on, right? Here in this sequence the common difference is positive, right? See here 4 minus 1 is 3. So 7 minus 4 is 3. So D is equal to 3, means positive here, right? If I take one more sequence, that is minus 4, 2, 0, minus 2, minus 4 and so on. Here how the common difference is? See here common difference is nothing but T2 minus T1. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So here the common difference is negative, right? Next, one more. If I take 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 and so on. Is this an AP or not? Yes, this is an AP. Why? Because common difference is same. Even though the common difference is 0. Even though the numbers are same. But the common difference is same. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. So here the common difference is 0. Understood? So whenever we are doing any arithmetic progression, then the common difference can be either 0, positive or negative. Understood? This is the first and important property of the arithmetic progression. Next, second property. So what is there in second property? Second property is, if we take any three numbers A, B, C, if A, B, C are in AP, okay, if we take any three numbers A, B, C in arithmetic progression, then this implies 2 times of second number B is equal to sum of first number and third number. Clear? Whatever the arithmetic progression you take. See here, for suppose let us take 1, 4, 7 as the first three numbers of the arithmetic, I mean three numbers in the arithmetic progression. Yes. So if you apply the formula 2 times of B, see here, this is A is 1, B is 4 and C is 7. Right? So 2 times of B, so 2 into 4 is equal to 1 plus 7. Satisfied? No? 8 is equal to 8. Understood? So that's why whenever any three numbers A, B, C are in arithmetic progression, then definitely it satisfies the condition, that is 2B is equal to A plus C. Understood? So this is the second and important property, one more important property of arithmetic progression. Next, third property. Third property is considering numbers in AP. How can we consider numbers in AP? That is also very, very important. Considering numbers in AP. AP means arithmetic progression, not Andhra Pradesh, okay? Yes, some mischievous students will be there, they will be thinking that AP means Andhra Pradesh state, Arunachal Pradesh state. No, not like that, it is arithmetic progression. Clear? So, how to consider the numbers? For suppose some question will be given like this. If the sum of three numbers in an AP is so and so, and the sum of their squares is so and so, so find the numbers like that. Right? In such questions, how can we consider the three numbers or four numbers or five numbers, whatever the number of numbers given in the arithmetic progression? See here, for suppose three numbers are given. Three numbers we have to consider in arithmetic progression. In such case, what can we do? If you consider A plus D, A plus 2D, yes, we can't calculate A value or D value directly. Clear? That's why to get A value or D value, we have to take the three numbers as A minus D, A and A plus D. Clear? So that here minus D plus D will get cancelled if we do the sum. Then we can find the A value very easily. Understood? So whenever he has given in the question three numbers are in arithmetic progression, then we have to consider the three numbers as A minus D, A and A plus D. Next, four numbers. Four numbers in arithmetic progression. How can you take? Here also, for suppose I am taking A minus D and A plus D as two numbers. Right? What are the next two numbers? See here, what is the common difference from A minus D to A plus D? That is 2D, right? So if I add 2D to A plus D, then it becomes A plus 3D. Right? So the third number, I mean fourth number is A plus 3D and the first number is A minus 3D. Understood? So when four numbers are given in arithmetic progression, then we have to consider the numbers as A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. Understood? Next, if five numbers are there, if five numbers are given in arithmetic progression, then we can consider, how can we consider A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D, like this we have to take. Understood? So starting from A minus D, A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. These are the five numbers we have to take when given five numbers in arithmetic progression. Clear? This is very, very important. Next, last but not least property, fourth property. So what is that property? Property number 4. The sum of the terms of an AP equidistant from the beginning and end. Is constant and equal to the sum of first and last terms. Okay, so what is the meaning of this sentence? First, suppose I am considering 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, if not 0, okay, 0 onwards will start, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, okay. So these are my numbers in arithmetic progression. Yes, are these numbers in arithmetic progression or not? Yes, because the common difference in between two numbers is 2. Same, right? That's why the given sequence of numbers are in arithmetic progression. So what he is saying is sum of the terms of an AP equidistant from the beginning and ending. Okay? See here. For suppose I am taking 4. Yes? So is constant and equal to the sum of the first and last terms. So 0 plus 18 is 18. Okay. Beginning and ending. See here. So from beginning onwards, second term is this one, and from ending onwards, second, third term. I mean, first beginning onwards, third term is this one, and the ending onwards, third term is this one. The sum of these two numbers, that is 4 plus 14, is equal to how much? Is 18, right? And if we consider the first term and last term, the sum of these two numbers is also what? 0 plus 18 is 18. Understood? So the sum of the terms of an AP equidistant from the beginning and ending is constant. Means equidistant means from starting onwards this is third number, and from ending onwards this is third number. If you take the sum of these two numbers 4 and 14, 4 plus 14 is 18, which is also equal to the sum of the first and last terms of the AP. So 0 plus 18 is equal to 18. Understood? So this is what we have to understand in the fourth property. Clear? So these are the 4 important properties of arithmetic progression. I hope everybody understood all the 4 properties whatever I have explained in today's class. Yes. So if you really like my videos, please share my videos to your friends and inform them to subscribe my channel so that I can make more and more videos and make you learn mathematics and make you learn the subject perfectly. I hope at least now, up to now, how much I have explained is very well, and you are learning mathematics in a good way, you are improving. If so, thank you so much, and thank you for cooperating with me. I need your support to grow more and more and to make and to be successful, and I hope you will definitely make me successful. Please watch my videos and share my videos as much as possible so that your friends or your family members, whoever interested in learning mathematics, can learn and improve their subject, and they can know how to do mathematics. If they are weak in learning the subject, they can learn it from my videos, and that is my sincere request. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching my video. Take care.